Yeah, coming back about the last ELMS race in Spa, unfortunately, we didn't finish. It was a difficult week all along, starting with a crash in the practice. We had to change the chassis. The chassis was, the guys did an incredible work. They built up new cars overnight. But even like that, the car was just ready during the quali without any kind of setup done on it. So, it was difficult. And then starting the race from further away, it was, it was difficult, and I think everybody was very tense during that week with everything that happened. And unfortunately, I had at the end contact with the Lambo, who had broken their direction from contact with the P2 the corner before. And basically, we were side by side, but he didn't have the steering anymore. So, it went into me and it broke all front support of the wheel. So that was game over for us. So it was a disappointing result, but we learn from that. We take the lessons and we try to do better here in Mugello. We just come out of a pretty intensive series of race. The first of it was Kota for WEC. Going there for the first time for racing. We knew a little bit the track because we had been testing during the winter, but it was pretty incredible conditions, super, super warm. We were in the ice bath before and after every session just to cool down a little bit the body. Very, very intense race. We had also some problem with our power steer, which made the driving even more physical. We really had to, fight with the steering. At the end, we were fighting for the top of the race. We were consistently, I think, P2 in that race. And unfortunately, during the second stint with Raël, we had a contact, and there we broke a suspension. So disappointed, of course, because even if we finished the race, we lost too many time in the reparation. So that was it. Unfortunately, even if we had a good pace, we couldn't really bring back a good result at home. But we had some good fun in America. Kota is a really cool track, we still enjoyed the time we spent over there. Shortly after Kota, we went to Fuji for the next week race, and Fuji is it's always special, to go in Japan. We started the week pretty nicely with climbing Mount Fuji, so that was a nice experience. And even if it was a bit exhausting, we saw some beautiful landscape and everything, so we really enjoyed that. And then when we started the race, we had. We built, I think, a strong package compared to the elements we had, and we built a strong race, no mistakes, not a single track limit. I think we are the only cars who finished the race in Fuji with not even a track limit, so we were really, focused on having a clean race, doing things well, and that's what we did. And thanks to that, we were in the fight for the podium until the last hours. Unfortunately, we had a bit of an unlucky situation with virtual safety car just after we did our pit stop. So basically we gave a free pit stop to 4 or 5 cars behind us, and we lost the track position. And at the end, I think we finished P5, P6, something like that, which is a shame because clearly we were in the contention for the podium. We were fighting for it. We had the pace for it. In general, another difficult race, but we came out of Fuji with the satisfaction that as driver, we made a good job, that the team did a good job. It's just pure bad luck when the race just doesn't give you what you need. That's the way it is. Yeah, now we are here in Mugello for the next race of ELMS, and to be honest, I think everybody feels super happy to be back in Europe, be back in Italy, especially because of the Italian roots of our team. Obviously, Mugello is a track we really appreciate. It's a cool old-school track, a lot of flow, a lot of fast corner, a lot of connecting corners. So, I like being here, but it's a proper challenge. This track is first physical and second section extremely technical and difficult to be fast on. So a lot of work coming towards it for the next few days. But yeah, we started with the free practice this morning, and we are building up. We are working on the setup together with Michi and Rael, and I think we can do a good race weekend here. We will be focused, on bringing the car back home without any, kind of incident on track. We really want to have a clean race, but we also want to be racing at the front.